Hello and welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon, in the lee of some god-awful shithole, where apparently my microphone volume isn't that much better than last time. Bugger! Well, I'll have to look into that, won't I? Okay, so when I last left off, we were going to collect these two new heroes from the stagecoach. Now, you know, in the interest of him looking a little bit more like the traditional leper we all know and love, let's go with one of these ones. Oh dear. Right, so that's the naughty one. We're not going to give you a very long look at that. This is the old Twilight Knight leper reskin placeholder that was used back in the day when she was originally going to become just a Twilight Knight reskin, holding the sword the other way up but with a broken sword, and we tried to get in full-length sword and get her to grip it, and it ended up being up there until we worked out how to get it down here the way that she usually holds it. And that was around the time we decided to make her own class. So you can be number 2. There we go. Call you Drelnor.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
And now, I think we're going to call him... Should we just call him Gerald? No. I'm going to call him Ludovic. Okay. His full name, which wouldn't quite fit in there, will be Ludovic Rosenkrantz, and he refers to his sword as the Guildenstern, because Rosenkrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Okay?
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
And now, because I have so many heroes, I'm going to go and check I'm recording. I am. That's good. And make skills cheaper to learn. There we go. Right. So we're aiming to be reducing stress, put people in stress recovery. Oh, and she's now afflicted with the Crimson Curse, so I can't really... Well, let's take that Speed Stone away from her, and just see if there's any nicer trinkets we can give. First off, Arella now is suffering a speed deficit due to the Dodge Stone, and I did say I'd like to try and keep her... Well, she seems to be all about the speed, so... Do we have anything else that will tweak Dodge? You know what? Paranoia should be our default affliction anyway. Oh dear, right. You know what? We'll give him the stun resistance because he really could do with it. But, Men-at-Arms, characters of a guard skill generally need a high stun resistance. And as for Arella there, does she have scouting chance there? Well, let's go back to her scouting chance book, to be honest. Who got that? It wasn't you. It was you, wasn't it? Yes, it was. And you know what, we'll give him a Speed Stone, because why not? Right, we can't really afford to take Vernon out on another run. So what I believe we're going to do is slide her back into rank 3. And then put Ren or Gwyn in here. Gwyn is too close to leveling, even if she does have beautiful trinkets that are still sadly in need of trinket art, by the way. The Founding Stone, there's only one trinket icon that could be even remotely appropriate for it, and it just looks too wrong. The Twilight Cloak, it would be fairly easy to recycle. Same goes for the Settlement Chronicle. Okay, so let's see. Short in the Cove. Oh, goodness. Well, Ren, you're needed. So, we're going to be working on... Wait, 2 nymphomaniacs in the same party. That cannot be a good thing. So, in light of that, we're going to go to the guild. Arella, you're going to improve your quick shot. So, accuracy will go up, critical chance will go up, damage against marked will go up. And, well, okay, but damage against marked going up is good enough. And then we want to increase your mark skill to reduce target accuracy even more. Oh, critical chance goes up a bit, that's interesting. And then, Chivrella, you are going to improve Inspiring Cry. Ren, you're going to improve Glimmer of Hope. And you're going to learn Whirlwind Attack. You're going to have a Cove, you're going to learn Slave of Beast. I need to keep an eye on the money here. The blue text strings for higher levels of skills than the character has access to is something with all custom characters. With default characters, it's never an issue. I don't know why that is. It's a thing that annoys many a modder. Let's give you better healing skills. You know what, you can learn that. And then, someone who has to stay in town... Oh, it was Vernon. Yeah, he's going to be sitting in town for a little while. So who can we send to hospital? You know what? Yeah. Let's work on those phobias one at a time. I'm looking at low-level characters here because there was our... Oh yeah, Mrs. Verspot. Kana, this is why I wasn't going to take you out this week, because we can fix that up and then send you out a week after. Because we want Kana to level up to face some low-level bosses. And Drona and Ludovic. I was going to use one of those, but no, not this time. Okay, off we go into the Cove, and this time I won't forget which dungeon I'm going into. So for Cove, we're going to want food, going to want torches, and bandages. Extra bandage because it's the Cove and we don't have someone who can remove the bleeding condition easily. 2 shovels, extra shovel because it's the Cove. 1, 2, 1 of each of those. Yeah, I'm good and suffering hard times. But hey, let's just look at trinkets. Any class trinkets we can use. Yeah, another Founding Stone. Might have to sell that off because we got so many of those now. 2 Rot Gut sensors. We've only got the 1 Plague Doctor and haven't had any more turn up recently. Right. Swift Cloak is extra speed, less move resistance, Book of Intuition. So I'm looking at... Right. That's a kind of semi-good combination. I mean, Vindra has nothing. There we go. That's +2 from the affliction, -1 from trinket, +1 disease. Okay, so that'll actually balance out if and when her affliction is removed. Critical stone... Yeah, okay. Actually, it might be worth giving the Falconer trinkets with speed debuffs on them, just because her quick shot keeps buffing up her speed. That's an interesting thought. It's only level 1, I'm not sure we'll risk that just yet though. Well, into the Cove we go, and let's hope we don't accrue too much stress while we're there.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Okay, if I do this correctly, I can remove a lot of stress over the course of this run. Hey, you. No Vestal trinkets, eh? Have a virtuous chalice. If you were not afflicted, that would be a really great thing for you to have right now. So let us work on her stress first then. Okay. Oh! Oh!
A devastating blow.
Lovely! Yeah, you keep that stress away, thank you very much. We don't want to be stressed by you, and we don't want to be stunned by you. Perfect! Perfectissimo! Right. Let there be light. It's kinda working. Now let's kind of make that work even more. If only I hadn't used those herbs. Ah. Oh,
In
perfect.
Radiance, may we find victory.
Well, I think there's a new plan about who's going to
Their formation is broken.
benefit from stress removal greatly.
Offensive.
Here comes the stun. No stun. But bandages are great. And choppy slice. Blimey, she's hitting hard today. You need healing. And you shall receive it. Fortunately. Right.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, that's better. We're getting better now. Ever so slight. That's not better. That's bleeding.
Continue the onslaught.
Oh, you know
Destroy
what?
Them all.
If we get back to town, Arella's going to want a new bowstring. Oh, let's risk it anyway. Oh. Oh, on a twilight night! That's getting locked when I can afford it. Oh, yes. Alright. Now we just need to head back this way, clear out all the rooms that have fights in them, and try not to get extra stressed out along the way. Oh, that's not good. Should have brought some with me. So it seems that when we're in town, the Crimson Curse can only progress one stage a week, whereas when we're in a dungeon it can progress 2 or 3 quite easily. That's not a good thing. And let's light up a torch. Light the torch. Let's not meddle with this mouldy old fish. Oh, brilliant! Sort of. Shot on. And try for a stun.
Well struck.
Oh, you beauty. Healing. And then we'll go for a bit of stress removal.
Weakened.
Okay, that's a lot of pain. I think we know where the stress removal is going to go. It's not about the healing, it's about the stress removal. And keeping people alive. One more withering volley. I was thinking quick shot probably won't kill him off. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of stress. That's bad news. And more bleeding, that's really bad. Oh, bandages are needed. And not welcome. Work that stress down. Work it down, lady. I wonder if it's possible to have a healing skill that heals for a relatively small amount, but has a high critical chance. So that it could be a fairly small heal, but a stress heal, but not a guaranteed stress heal. That'd be an interesting skill to try and tinker with. And those bandages are ever so good right now.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And you're getting shot, mister. Yeah. Oh, great. More bleeding. And we're out of bandages. So, healing and stress removal are the order of the day. More healing. Right, one shot on the corpse this round. Right. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's just work that down.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted
And work this
purpose is
body
made
down.
Clear.
Man, you thought you were fast, but not as fast as the Falcon. No! Not the Falcon! Oh. Why would you refuse it, woman? Work on that stress.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Remind
Nice.
yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay. Not a fight yet. We got a few more rooms to go. Let's see what's in this bag. Yes, this bag. You're stealing it, aren't you? No, no, you're just greedy. Well, that's about right for Rel, really. Fishman and rank 3, alert. Fishman and rank 3 getting marked. And hopefully stunned in the very near future. Okay, forget the stun. Just concentrate on the life. Oh, finally a healing critical from you. That is lovely. And that was lucky. Let's try for a stun because we don't want you stressing out allies. Look, you got very badly hurt. It would be very nice if you could just let someone benefit from stress removal this turn. Have a one target heal. Alright. Go and cut him up. Now, about that mark you placed on him. Capitalize on it, please. Thank you. Oh, that's bad.
Destroyed.
Uh-oh. More stress, maybe. No more stress. Brilliant.
Eradicated.
Beautiful shot, my dear. Keep them coming. Alright. Working on that stress. Well, I was hoping to remove the stress from one of these while pumping her stress up, but it just seems that getting her down then pumping her up seems to be the way to go right now.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh no. Wait a minute. Do you have... You do. Lovely. We can do something with this. Yeah, sweetheart, just concentrate on that. And you give him a bop. There's not much of a bop, is it? Oh no! Okay, that's really bad. Please get pulled. You didn't get pulled. I'm bleeding. Ever so nice. Well, sweetheart, if you got near the front, you could feel that pain. Oh, you horrible person. You're making me have to show what an archer can do, aren't you? Oh, the agony. The horrific volley of arrows. Nice. Oh. Okay. Now, you've moved forwards. I need you, on the other hand, to move back. And then you, with your sword waiting here, can just get on in there and do some damage, hopefully. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a lot of bleeding and a lot of pain. Nice! In the name of all that is holy, live! Like a lance of purest sunfire, she sprang forth.
Even the boldest gaze.
Hey, I didn't know he was going to interrupt me, okay? Shot! On! And you know what? Let's just work on their stress a little as well this
The
turn.
match is struck. A blazing star is born.
If I'm really lucky, this will be the last fight this run. I don't think I'm that lucky.
Injury
Wait.
and despondence set the stage for heroism.
Could I get a
Or
stun,
cowardice.
please? Could I get a stun? That would be really nice right now. Oh well, it was worth a try. Oh, here comes the stress. Right. Almost everyone's bleeding. Almost everyone needs a full party heal. That was a good thing. You will shoot him hard.
A powerful blow.
I can approve of how hard that shot was. That was a very good shot. Oh, goodness. Are we going to have death's door? But yep.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
You haven't gone yet. We don't want to die. Not dying is kind of key to our survival here. I am concerned about my microphone level. Yes, it's not a good thing. Let's give everyone a speed boost. I know the speed pro doesn't kick in until next turn, because initiative is probably rolled at the start of a round, and I don't know if it is, if it's a static value, or if the roll remains the same, but the speed modifier would actually change it. But I doubt it would ever push anyone over the edge. And that is a mountain of stress that needs to be worked on. There we go. Broke the guard. You are a horrible person. Right. Well, we can shoot him. And then heal her. Hopefully that'd be really nice. That was really nice. Please don't die. Anybody. Ugh. Oh, so close. Ah, death's door is horrible, isn't it? This is a sword. Allow me to introduce you to it. It serves one basic purpose. Well, two. To wound and kill. You're bleeding. You needed the aid. Oh.
A singular strike.
This expedition at least promises success.
Please be the last. Please be the last. Please be the last. I am so fortunate. Okay. You get to check this out, sweetheart. It's not trapped.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of
Right.
otherworldly corruption.
We're going to check this bag here.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
You're going to nibble a little bit more. You're not. Well, that's kind of it then, isn't it? We're leaving. And I'm glad I checked the bag.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
So we'll be headed back once more to the hamlet to see how it has fared in our absence. At least we're getting some heirlooms. Okay, Ruins Scrounger. It would be nice to get a low-level quest in the ruins once again. Fear of Beasts. Okay, we'd better avoid the Weald and the Warrenton. Precise Striker. Well, it's alright for when she's up near the front. And Warren's Tactician. Pity about that Fear of Beasts then.
Finally, the serum is working.
And the side effects are manageable.
Okay, medical breakthrough. The time and gold were not spent in vain. The time and gold were not spent in vain. However, as today, caregivers announced, they have succeeded in concocting an effective antidote. The medical ward is free. Now, interestingly, there's a bug with this one where sometimes the treatment ward is free as well. So I'm going to check that right now. It's not free. Okay. However, that does mean if we have anyone of diseased with something that's not the Crimson Curse, and we don't, so it doesn't matter. And we have new trinkets as a quest reward. Bloodied Fetish, Blight Resistance, Bleed Resistance, less disease resistance though, so that's really bad to take to the Crimson Court. However, you know what? A Virtue Chance. Okay, yeah, you've got two really good. Why are you still using this, actually? Where are we? And then you got one already. Okay. Stagecoach. We're taking the Witch. I don't care what you say. So the Witch is a nice, fun character. In her weird way, irrepressible and resilient. We're taking the Witch. I don't care if she's an evil, nasty skinhead. She's got some good traits. So skills. As I said, this is based on the old Witch mod from the Nexus. This isn't the new one that's available on the Steam Workshop. The new one that's available on the Steam Workshop is basically the same, but her skills have been significantly simplified. So, I can't remember if I talked over these in a previous video. Blood Curse. Marks an enemy target, gives them a damage boost, but reduces their protection and accuracy. Whereas Basilisk Curse gives an enemy, marks target, gives an enemy extra protection, but reduces their damage and speed. So between the two of them, you toggle between the two to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And inevitably, you just wear your opponent down and make them less useful, and the debuffs outrank the buffs. And it's doing extra damage against marked, so it stacks up. Now, initially, her curse stacking had an ability called Overcurse, which would stack up to something like 4 or 5 times, and the damage ramped up really quite high, because she has a very low base damage. Now that is not the case. I haven't been able to fix that and make that work the way it used to, and that's a real shame. Flesh Curse heals an ally considerably, but adds some stress to them, because it's a really unnatural, uncomfortable thing. Sip Taint is used upon an ally. It has a chance of diseasing the ally, and gives them stress, and places a blight effect on them, but it gives them a damage bonus. So it's kind of like the Plague Doctor's Emboldening Vapors, except it's not as healthy to drink. You know, she's put some really nasty things in there that people probably shouldn't drink too often. Yeah. We have Sin Leech. It targets an enemy. Oh, yeah, it targets an enemy. It does very little damage. It does extra damage against bleeding and blighted targets. I'll need to change that to minus 90% at level 1, because I overlooked that. Because back in the day, minus 100% damage didn't mean deals no damage. Minus 100% just meant minus 100%, then if you had any plus percent damage going on top, it would bring it back up again. Whereas they then changed minus 100% damage so that a lot of the hero skills would actually deal no damage at all, like a Bounty Hunter's Mark, for example. So, oh yeah, and it heals her a bit. So, yeah, the leech it's got a really nice visual effect actually as well. Sacrificial Lamb. Sacrificial Lamb targets an ally, gives them 40 stress, stuns them, puts a 20-point bleed on them for 1 round, but it gives the witch a 240% damage buff. I think this is the kind of weird thing that some people could really make work in dark runs on the hardest difficulty setting. Maybe with Flagellants, this would be a really good combination. And then Dark Whale, again, has a really nice visual effect where she just screams at all the enemies and makes them bleed and reduces the torchlight. Oh, and she gets a damage buff from it as well. So, yeah. And oh, she likes to drink. Which doesn't have Sip Taint, though. So that's interesting. She has very big ideas of herself and is like highly stress resistant and likely to become virtuous. So what shall we call her? Well, we're not going to call her Shaven Morrigan because that would be too obvious. However, you know what? Ceridwen is a nice Welsh name. Ceridwen is the enchanted pig from the Mabinogion who seduces a whole herd of pigs and leads them away in the night with a spell that's placed upon her that will make all male pigs desire her. That could be a nice Ceridwen, a nice Welsh name. Oh look, we have another Twilight Knight available to us. Isn't that pretty? Slave the Beast. And you know, this is actually quite a nice combo of skills. Especially if you're going to the Warren or the Cove, actually, yeah. Hardhead, clumsy. Alright, well look, I'm going to end this one, put a little thought into what to do next, and start recording another one soon. Okay, bye for now.